counterclockwise thoughts. He's black,
What's going on, everybody?
and I'm Scout. We're gonna jump right on into this because mm,
Yeah.
yes, this is February. Yes, this is Black History Month. Besides it being Black History Month, history, regardless of race or color, should be celebrated all year round. Knowledge is key. Let me get that off my chest first. Knowledge is key, and the more that you know, the more power that you can have up here to not spit out ridiculous and retarded things, just like how Mr. Country singer Morgan Wallen did in his driveway. I know normally we do not cover too much in music and stuff like that. But when you come home from having a good night out and, drinking a little bit, and you tell the other people that's in the car that you got out of, hey, tell that lazy MFers to go on, and then you restate it by saying, tell that dirty whatever N-word he can leave. Somebody was watching, and it was your neighbor.
All right. Now, hold on, Sal. Let's try to set the scene. So, can you play back the events of? Can you play back the events of what happened? Okay. So, some people were out.
Yes, he was out celebrating because I'll paint the stage for people who are not country fans or know anything in that area.
So help me out here.
I dabble in all music, but I'm just saying, for people who's not aware, he was celebrating that his album and stuff like that is climbing high on the Billboard charts. A heavily success in any industry to notice that, hey, my record and stuff like that is doing great and doing awesome. So him and some free people were out having some drinks in Tennessee. Pretty much almost downtown, Knoxville, whatever you may have it. But, okay, so, you get a little sauce in you, and your true nature comes out. Basically, no ifs, no ands, because this is exactly what happened. Because if it didn't happen, if you were not being so loud and causing the commotion that you were causing, your neighbor wouldn't have filmed you across the street and called 911 because he thought it was going to be a disturbance.
Okay, now, so the neighbor was across the street.
Yes, directly across the street.
Right.
They were being so loud in this street and everything else in this community at night, early, in between nighttime and early morning hours per se, because it did not say exactly, to where they were causing the commotion. The neighbor actually was being concerned if some violence was being started. So basically being a good neighbor, watching out. I'm sure this neighborhood probably had a neighborhood watch 9 times out of 10. You're a country music star, your stuff is moved up, you're probably living in a fairly decent neighborhood.
Okay.
But with them showing up from their night out of drinking and stuff like this is what you do. Then you wonder...
Who was he referring to when he said that this?
One of the people in the car that was with him that he just recently got out of the car for.
Okay, so he was in the car with this person.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
So this is what I'm gonna say. Hats off to the country music world. This should not be tolerated. Saying racial slurs to any race, about any race, that should not be tolerated. And for country music fans, I know y'all probably heard, shocked, or whatever else. Yes, he said it. And the way how I see it is, alcohol brings out a person's true intentions. That meant if he said it in his driveway, he already saying it in his house. He's saying around other people. Now, don't get me wrong. I know some people don't mind that. Oh, is this a word? No, it's not. That's offensive. And I know some people of color. It's like, hey man, we give them a pass. It's cool, whatever. No, it's not cool. Saying anything race derogatory, period. It's not cool. It's
Well,
not right.
well, was he remorseful? Did he issue a statement? Like how
Yes,
long?
he did.
Okay,
Okay.
so there's
He
the video from the video from the neighbor. The video from the neighbor comes out. I'm assuming TMZ, right?
yes, TMZ had that.
Okay. Because they get everything. I don't even know how you could probably. I mean, okay. So I'm assuming that you could probably see him on the phone. If not, you could hear his voice
See
clearly.
in audio. Yes.
Okay. So now the neighbor's recording this. Now, um, it, when did this occur?
Uh, Video got sent out yesterday, so I'd say probably Monday, early Monday morning from Sunday.
Okay.
So it has not been that long.
All right, so we got less than a week out that this happened. All right.
Oh, way under a week.
And okay, so he drops some super foul language in his driveway, and now he's literally been basically blackballed by everybody.
Oh yes, country music is over 400 radio stations nationwide, yanked this stuff. Apple, you can pull it up, wow. But it has an X mark over it. Basically, it's not being. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not sorry. In this country, yes, you have the right to speak your mind. In tow with that, be smart enough to understand the words that come out of this may offend, hurt, disrespect, any other thing that you can come up with that is totally wrong that can come out your mouth. Mm-hmm. You have to be constantly aware of what you're saying. This man, yes, he apologized. He said he will try to do better. Well, wait a minute. I'm confused.
Okay, so he sneaks it in with his friends when nobody's around. That's what you mean.
You will try to do better. It's not a try. I don't blame country radio stations or just radio stations, period, for pulling your stuff. I do not feel sorry for you. No, I do not.
Oh yeah, that's
from what we went through as a nation last year, and what we have went through, period, as a nation, period, all throughout history. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna mean it with everything I got. That word is totally disrespectful.
Yeah,
it's just like how other slurs like that. It's totally disrespectful. I'm gonna say this because my family is mixed throughout. Period. But I'm not gonna say this. People, you have younger people, especially people that have a platform. You have, if you wanted to be on that platform or not, you have younger people looking up to you or hanging on the words that you say. This is not encouraged. Be mindful of what you say and how you act. We already said earlier this week, pick one person and open up your mind, because what month this is. When it truthfully started with about a week, but I'm just saying, when it only really started for a week, then they up to a month. Use this. Stop. I'm gonna say something that my grandma and my mom still say, and I've said it to my kids. Stop using this thing up here for a hat rack to wear your hoodie on, or use your head as a paperweight, as my grandma would say. Start using your mind and started noticing the way how you act and you interact with people. Because the same people that you throwing up these slurs against and everything else may be the same people that hand you a glass of water.
Well, I'm still confused as to how he was in the car. You know what I mean? It's almost like saying you were riding in the car with somebody who felt some type of way about you, but they never said anything about it until.
No, he didn't say it until he got out the car. Got out the car and was heading
like,
up the driveway to the house.
Was there an altercation? You know what I mean? This is like.
Sir, I really don't think it was an altercation. That has never came out or anything else like that. That's what I know and what I've been doing the research into it. Nope. This is what he said going up into his driveway. But the apology, he said he's sincerely apologetic and he's going to try to do better.
But
it's not a try, sir. It's either you is you ain't.
That's neither here nor there. Yeah, I'd like to know who the person that he was actually talking to is. I would like to know what their relation is, so that way I could better understand if he was saying that in I mean, I know it's not right to say, but if he was saying it in good, get good fortune, just in joking around, or was he really trying to be, kind of, I don't want to say hurtful, but I mean, because I don't know the exact context and what how it was said, but I get that word. I get that word is a sore spot with a lot of people, and it's interesting because, like my aunt, she explains it to me. She's like, that word means an ignorant person, regardless of race, color, or creed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I, as bad as it sounds, it's like if that's what it means, I get why someone would call someone they think beneath them that word, because you would think an ignorant person is beneath you. I'm not saying I justified. I'm not saying it's right. It's a bad word. I'm just saying I didn't. That's something that kind of just clicked for me. But again, I don't know if the person that this guy was talking to was his friend in the car. Again, because they were in the car as well, and there was no altercation. So I'm not really sure what would be the genesis of him using that word against somebody. But I mean, apparently it seems like due to technology and the way that people present themselves, he basically ended his entire career in all of 10 minutes.
Basically, well, this is not the first altercation where I guess alcohol and the way this man's behavior has been involved. Because before one of his Saturday night specials was getting ready to come on, SNL got rid of him because he did not want to follow protocol of wearing masks and was kissing female fans and drinking and stuff. So
so maybe he has a drinking problem.
Well, I look at it this way, man. I call a spade with a spade. Listen, alcohol boosts what's already up in here.
That's true.
I'm sorry. No, I ain't sorry.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for this man.
No, but I mean,
I don't.
Because when you say it like that, it's like, yeah, he was basically just being who he was, and that it just kind of came out and someone had to record it, so I can get that.
Right, so it came out like that, and someone recorded it. Someone finally, hey, you got to be accountable. We've been saying this now for a long time, through our fan page, through everything else. You have to be accountable. And we also been saying, stop.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he tried to pull the accountable thing.
Yeah, but okay, but it's the exact same thing.
I'm sorry for
Chad
using
Willer
the N-word,
thing. You try to, he just. I guess they're gonna look into his mental health, or is he an alcoholic? I guess that's how they're gonna look at this.
Well, the sad part is the sad part is I think I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So nobody jump down my throat for this one. But I think they say alcoholism is related to poor mental health. So
that's something I have to look into. But think about it.
I mean,
If you
at the rate
honestly
it's
look
going,
at
they're
it,
gonna try it.
true. But look at it. Look how many stars or people on that platform has turned out to use that word.
Yeah.
For instance, Paula Deen.
Just put some butter on it. That's really what you brought. Just put some butter on it.
Or hold on. Everyone that watches this show or should know have known about this one show that they have now took off, even off of Nick at Night and everything else that you can barely find it. But the spinoff is still going on, but one of the main characters that is supposed to have been on there is gone. Roseanne. Do I have to say more?
Listen.
Right or wrong?
I mean,
but they give these big apologies. These people on these platforms get these big apologies, but should that be right? I can accept your apology, but I'm sorry. And yes, I can turn the other cheek. But guess what? I ain't gonna forget what you said. I know the good book says you must forgive and forget. God's still working on me on that.
Yeah,
but that stuff there.
I almost want to ask a question about that, because it's like, okay, to a degree, do we? I don't know, maybe getting a little philosophical. Like, all right, when you deal with a person, you like to know who you're dealing with. You like to know exactly what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? You like to know, what type of person that you're working with. With that being said, if we're going to penalize people for what's in their heart, is there really a point to even ask who are we dealing with? Like just to throw it in reverse. Let's say Buddy doesn't say that. You know what I mean? Let's say this instance never actually comes out. The fact that he used that language about a person he was already in the car with, it lets you know, okay, that's not really, he can, quote unquote, to a degree, keep that in check. You know what I mean? But if that's the case, if he's going to keep that in check, quote unquote, then realistically what you're dealing with is not really an accurate representation of the person in general. So to a degree, a person has to play nice or play fake with you, because the real them would piss you off. Like can society actually handle that truth? Or does everybody want to be liked by everybody, especially because your pocket depends on it? You know what I mean? I don't know if you're a big fan of country music. I'm not. But what I'm saying is if your sales are going to be hurt by being honest about your own personal views on certain things, why would you ever be genuine with anybody? You know what I mean? The same way you could be up there not really saying anything. You could be up there just lying and being like, oh, no, this was an issue, Black Lives Matter here, there, and I'm just using that as an example, but that not genuinely be how you feel. You're just doing it to placate to the masses to increase your sales. You know what I mean? Is that the point that we're coming to, where people are going to have to start being disingenuous publicly in order to keep their progress going? You know what I mean? Is it going to get to a point where we literally have to get like cynical and not trust anybody because we're going to believe everybody has an ulterior motive? You know what I mean? This dude's in the car with the guy that he, I guess, allegedly made this slur against. So it's like, I don't know if that came out, I don't know. I don't know if that came out during the car ride, if that came out during the evening or anything like that. But you know what I mean? With no altercation, you know what I mean? I can't see the person that he said this about being that upset. So I don't know.
Well, That is a total different tale of the story, which I'm sure is going to come out more. But to answer what you said earlier, yes, you can put on that mask, you can put on that facade.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But everything eventually, your actions, the way how you do, is going to come to light. For instance, I mentioned Roseanne and Paula Deen. Look how long it took their actions to come to light. So, regardless of how long it may take, that's something I'm not going to make excuses. You need to be held accountable for. And it's just going to come out. And that's the way how it is.
It's going to be a lot less people in Hollywood then. I can tell you that. It's going to be a lot less people in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, because, they've already, jumped on Mel Gibson, Jack Nicklaus's whole one. Yeah. And it's going to happen. And I'm sorry, you reap what you sow.
Oh, yeah, as it goes to turn.
Also, with the same allegations, the NFL, is being investigated to, on discrimination charges on black players that claim concussion claims.
Yeah, I was looking
with the Super Bowl just coming up here on Sunday. You getting investigated over not believing black players that they got concussions or with their claims.
I don't know if that's
okay.
I don't know if that's
intentional. But I'm gonna say this. When half the league, major stars, my bad, over half the league, major stars,
it's like
or players,
the NFL.
Yes, it is minority. And you saying black players is lying?
I don't want to say so much that they think that they're lying. More like the screening process probably ain't thorough enough. Maybe that's a more fair way to say it. I you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say somebody saying somebody lying.
I'm sorry, black. I ain't gonna make excuses for the NFL either. Listen, if you go through certain protocol steps for one race, it shouldn't even be about a race. It's a business. You supposed to do the same protocol for everybody else. Right or wrong.
True.
If you watch out for Billy Ray, who's over here, you need to watch out for Keyshawn or Jose over here.
Why you had to use those names?
Just saying, there's just random names. I'm just saying, no pun intended on anybody got them names, but I'm just saying.
Boy, them undertones.
I'm just saying. NFL need to be held accountable too.
Well,
treat people fairly. If you're gonna do it for one, do it for the same man that coming up with the same stuff.
But the thing is, aren't they all seeing the same doctor? So, to a degree, if these claims are being denied, wouldn't that be on the, like, how could, are you turning away the doctor, the reputable doctor that's saying, yeah, I believe this person is suffering from CTE? You know what I mean? What is
maybe so? The NFL story, yes, it's been ongoing for quite some time.
Yeah.
But little stuff is being talked about, very little, and it's very hard to dig into the information because, let's be honest, they ain't giving out no information.
True.
But when this information hit, It didn't come across Sports Center.
Yeah, I don't think. I didn't hear about that from there either.
Didn't come across First Take. None of that. They kind of kept it kind of low, quiet. You know,
Mm.
ESPN released it on their little emails, a small little blog. But wait a minute, if ESPN got it, it had to be more information. So I dug in just a little bit further,
Mm.
and it all goes into from an ABC News investigation
Mm.
about Kevin Henry and Najee Davenport.
Ah, okay. I know Najee had a. I know Najee had a suit that he was filing against the league, claiming some form of discrimination. I didn't know it was due to this.
So you now everyone know the NFL is a big entity. You try to keep this shh.
Mm-hmm.
But if ABC is able to find out and then ESPN piggybacked off of it, you ain't shh at all. Because
Nope.
I was able to find the information. And we is not big as either one of them, but I found the
But
information.
we can check the internet though. We good at that.
Yes. And commissioning. Come on, sir. You said this is supposed to be a better NFL to where the players are heard.
Good luck with that. I mean, just saying.
Because at draft night, this is what he's been saying. The players will be heard. Da 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 da.
Good luck with that.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I do not see how in the world stuff like this, you cannot just walk away and act like nothing ain't been happening or been said.
Well, that's mostly because if it don't
And
show up on your
evidently,
doorstep, you don't comment on it.
But I'm just saying, it's wrong. Just like, for instance, a brother of mine, why in the world did his business that is doing well have to be acknowledged as a black-owned business and then got highlighted? I'm sorry. This right here, Sugar Ways Entertainment, yes, it's a black-owned business.
Damn right.
Me and black, no pun intended.
All right, man. Enough said.
But point blank is this: we businessmen, business owners, regardless of what color skin we are. Why should that matter?
Well, in an ideal society, it shouldn't. But then again, at the same time, think about it like this: no matter what, no matter where you go, no matter what you're trying to do, sign up for, what have you, it asks you what your race is. So that's always going to matter. You know what I mean? That's always going to matter. Either way you look at it, if we're talking, lawsuits for the NFL, you already know that a large majority, I think over 3/4 of the NFL is black. So you got to know that's just by the numbers, that's going to be a large demographic of who's going to be trying to jump on this lawsuit. Now, if you're not willing to, or you're going to move the goalpost, so to speak, on black athletes collecting the settlement check, then yeah, that's wrong. But you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we are not in a position where we can do something about it. But the good thing is we seem to be in a climate right now where, if you call out, hey, I'm gonna say if you call out injustice, I'm gonna use that term loosely. There's a lot of social justice warriors out there that can help push your agenda, so to speak. So hey, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, maybe if these guys figure, you know what, we're gonna file this lawsuit and just get people behind the concept of, this discrimination that's going on, or it may be, it may not be. I don't really know, so I don't want to speak in definites, but
Mm.
if we can get a following behind our cause, that's better than the cause being right or wrong. That following is going to push you the way you need to be.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is true.
You
But
know what I mean? I think a lot of people trying to ride the wave, or use the wave to bring attention to your cause.
but
Or maybe you're just trying to get paid, and it's a good way to do it. I don't know, but I mean, if that's what you're doing,
that
do
may
what you
be
gotta do.
true
Yeah,
because
do
they
what you
say
gotta
it
do.
always boils down to the mighty dollar. But with the
What?
NFL, mm, but with the NFL, even with this, uh, you need to start policing yourself and being more accountable.
I mean, what they
Because
gonna do?
honest
Make
to give,
another? What they gonna do? Make another coalition, or another focus group to look at this stuff. Like they got Tony Dungy and a couple of other people that was supposed to look into bullying. Like, come on, man, come on, come on.
well,
I mean, these issues exist. Like I keep saying, you know what I mean. Let's just be upfront and honest about it. If the situation sucks, just be upfront about it. You know what I mean?
true, but come
You
on.
missed the CMT star. Look, I can deal with black people. I don't really like black people like that. Okay, you know what? That might rub some people the wrong way, but at least you being honest about it. We can work with you on that. Now, I mean, look, that's how you feel, and your entire career is gone. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Whoever believes that because they are black in this lawsuit against the NFL, you're not being properly compensated for the injuries that you sustain. I mean, you get an engine behind that. Boom. You know what I mean? You walk in, you ain't even going to court. You basically go into the check cashing store at that point. You know what I mean? It's just it's it's
Frustrating, sad,
yeah.
untalkable,
I
and
mean,
unreal that actually this type of crap. Listen, my co-host may, he may not be able to say. I'm gonna say it. Listen here. This type of behavior, actions, whatever the heck you want to call it, is uncalled for.
very.
Honestly, given God-given truth, it's 2021. I don't understand why in the world so many people in the world today still got this racial type of hate that's done festered. It don't matter, or it do matter to what you've seen and what you have heard growing up or whatever else. But you as an individual have one good, lovely, good right to act the way how you want to act, say what you want to say and everything else. But understand this, just like I said earlier. If you don't think what comes out of this, that is your fault. You are wrong. And if your actions is doing the same thing, you are wrong. Hands down. Stop saying that we're going to make a board for this to figure out this. No, just fix the freaking problem.
Well, good luck
Just
with
honest,
that.
but honestly, the honest given truth of the matter is, I said it with one of the shows. It's only so much that people gonna take. They only gonna march so much. They only gonna talk so
Well,
much.
that's
Then
what. Well,
people
that's why.
then people gonna take up the mentality of what you think they are because they ain't got no choice.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm going to ask the question now. I'm going to ask the question from the from the from the opposite perspective. If you
Okay.
feel that if you're going to feel if you feel that your opinion, your perspective, how you genuinely are is going to get you blacklisted and basically your entire career taken from you. It's like at what point I almost want to ask at what point have we gone too far, but at the same time, you know what I mean? We're going to get people to a degree are going to have to be fake with you just to keep what they got going. And I don't know if that's really a better solution. You know what I mean? I really don't. Because it's like, who
You
do you
you,
really
you,
trust at that point? Can you really trust at that point?
you want to know what the solution is? It's very simple.
Hmm.
Stop seeing this. Stop having hate in your heart. If you don't want to deal with that type of person or whatever else, judge everybody by the depth of their character and what their heart lies in, and go on by your business. You don't got to talk like that. You don't got to act like that. If a certain group of people is working their heart, working their behind off and everything else like that, acknowledge that and keep moving. The world would be a better place if people would stop being, what did my grandma used to say, closet racist.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though.
I'll
Like,
call a
we're
spade what
going
a
to,
spade is. That man said it before
but we gonna
behind
force
closed doors.
but we gonna force more people. But I think we gonna force more people into being closet racist. You know what I mean? I'm not saying being a racist is a good thing. I feel like you're going to marginalize this group of people with this backwards mentality to the point where it's going to force them underground, and it's going to force them to rise up from their quote unquote oppression. You know what I mean? This might give rise to radical groups that feel like, oh, freedom of speech or expression is being threatened. And it's just like, well, can we just admit that what he said was kind of jacked up? No, 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 no. It's his right to say so, which I agree. You know what I mean? That you can say whatever you want in this country. That's what makes it so great. But the truth is, people don't really want to accept the consequences, and that because you know what I mean. They don't feel that the punishment is fair. That's why I'm asking in this situation. Um, with the country music dude, it's like, if they're gonna blackball you from everything and basically take your platform in a sense from you because of something that you said that you feel in your heart or what have you, is that right? I get that it's politically correct. I get that that's why people are acting on it, but is that really right? Does that solve the problem? You know what I mean? Because I don't really think it does.
We Something got to be figured out. I still
Good
say
luck with
people
that.
need to stop acting this type of way and doing unjust. But
Hey,
that's on the individual effort.
yeah,
One
pretty much.
person starts to make a change. It can snowball. I just pray for them. That's what I'm gonna say.
I feel you.
Because
I feel you.
it's just totally wrong. Um, us as business owners, me and you, and all of this, we're business owners. It doesn't matter if we black, we white. Heck, I could be Martian.
I mean,
Listen,
you
I'm
tall
still a
enough.
bit. We still business owners. But moving on to a good brighter note.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, on a brighter note, hopefully everyone has great Valentine's Day plans. You have your loved ones around you, or you have that certain loved one that you loving. Uh,
1-800 Flowers is on Smash right now. Edible Arrangements is on Smash right now.
yeah. Everything is doing great,
You know what I
but
mean? Your local florist is
I,
trying to
I, I,
rake in as much as
I,
they
I'm
can.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this: just don't do it once or maybe twice a year. That's being lazy on both ends. Valentine's Day is just something that we made up or whatever else to show love and affection. Show love and affection to your family members and that loved one all year round, because at the end of the day, you gonna miss them when they gone. A little
Damn right.
argument, every little argument, every little fight. You remember words and key phrases, what they said.
hold on. And
So
I'm sorry to interject on what you said. With that being said, we'd be remiss if we didn't stop to mention the passing of Cicely Tyson. You know, I mean, we'd be now that you mentioned, you know, the fact that people ain't gonna be, we'd be remiss if we did not mention rest in peace to Cicely Tyson.
yes, um, I can't put into words how her life was, but I know it was multiple different moments from watching her on the screen,
Mm.
listening to a few of her books. That woman did not touch every body, race, creed, or regardless, and it is sad in her passing. Um, but I'm gonna say something that my dad told me.
Mm.
Give your loved ones their flowers while they is living.
Yeah,
Because if you don't, only thing else that you is giving one is the fake ones that you may put on their tombstone. Let them smell and give them their flowers while they are living. Cherish that.
that's true. I mean,
Now,
that don't mean go
also,
out everybody and now hope for people to jump in the grave in the next 5 seconds. That don't mean go do that, but just, you know what I'm saying, take time to appreciate people, especially in the month of love.
yeah, because you guys to be able to understand the whole part of what's all going on at any given time. You must understand it. So, yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we could talk Valentine's Day meltdowns next time.
Well, no, that's true too. But the main thing, do not forget our lovely people that's been rolling with us through all of this. The first annual Clockwise Thoughts giveaway. Yes, we know Valentine's Day is next weekend. Hopefully, everybody got them lovely reservations and everything else. But that Friday night on the 12th, before Valentine's Day on Sunday, some questions is going to be posted. And then live on a live show on that Monday on the 15th, the answers will be getting answered and the winner will be given out for this giveaway. So hopefully
Definitely.
everyone will still stay tuned.
Hopefully,
And
everyone has been staying tuned because you're gonna need to have
well,
been tuned in for a while now.
yes. But me and Black want to wish everyone good luck.
Oh heck yeah!
We do know some people can't participate in this. We've already acknowledged you that you can,
Now
but
we gonna let you know. Now we gonna let you know. Now this one gonna take a little bit. You're gonna take a little bit of digging. So
yes, you
again,
you
I
you
hope y'all
you're
was
gonna
paying
have to
attention.
pay attention. But once again, in closing, cherish your loved ones, everyone. Be kind, be kinder to your fellow man and woman out here in the world. Be a little bit better place every day. So when
And
the
watch what you
clocks
say
read,
when you drink. I'm
watch
sorry,
what you say. Watch what you say. Period. Besides, if you drink or not, because some people
but
say
if
that
you gonna
type of
get
stuff and they
saucy,
stone
if you
sober.
gonna get if you gonna get saucy, watch your mouth. That's all I'm saying.
Watch your mouth. Period. American. And when them clocks reset, me and Black gonna be here. We
Oh yeah,
enjoy
we ain't
y'all.
going nowhere. We rock around the clock with
Like,
y'all.
oh yeah. Good night, everybody. Peace.
Later.